Hello children, here is a continuation of chapter 5, Greek, Roman and American civilization. In the previous video, we have learnt about the development of Greek civilization and their contributions. And in the second video, we have studied about Roman civilization and contributions. And now, let us study about the Columbian civilization of America, that is Maya, Aztecs and Inca. The American civilization. Maya, Aztec and Inca are the ancient Columbian civilization of America. So, which are the ancient civilization of America? That is Maya, Aztec and Inca. So, they represent the culture of Indian Aborigines of America. Aborigines means it is a various indigenous people. The countries of medieval Europe discovered new continents in their attempts to find out a new sea route to India. America and Australia, thus discovered, were misunderstood as India and their inhabitants were called Indians. They had discovered and they had misunderstood as Indians, as India and their inhabitants were Indians. Thus, Aborigines of America and Australia came to be called as Indians. And in later history, the familiar countries came to be known as the Old World and the newly discovered continents are known as New World. The ancient Columbian civilization of America are distinct and special like civilization of the Old World like the Egyptian, Mesopotamian and Chinese civilization. And we see states, kingdoms, amazing monuments, cities, art, meteorology and the practice of writing in the civilization of the New World too. And the nomadic people of this area settled around 1500 BCE. They grew maize, cereals, fruits, pepper and cotton. The early villagers knew how to weave cloth, make pots and do other things like the people of the Neolithic age for the New Stone Age. In the beginning of the constructions of pyramids, the commemorative stone idols in the period between 1200 BCE and 900 BCE brought new changes in the simple lives of these people, and these changes were first noticed in the coastal Mexico. And the commemorative idols depict the leaders as well as the kings, and these are called olemi. The evidences and excavations found here reveals a centralized society with a hierarchical system, and gradually, slowly, vast kingdoms, capital cities and villages sprung up around this area. And even here, the Olympic style of art was made use, and in this way cultural boundaries were drawn for the first time and unity developed among the people of America. So, after 500 BCE, the Olympic unified style led to separate local styles and regional states, and these are Maya, Aztecs, Inca and other civilization. Now let us study the first ancient civilization of American civilization, that is Maya. Maya civilization. So the American Indian Aborigines of Yucatan area of Mexico are called Mayas. So the American Indian Aborigines of Yucatan area of Mexico is called Mayas, and their language is called Yucatec. Physically, the Mayas were short, brown, complexed, long-haired and generally round-shaped people. So, these are the characteristic about their features. The Mayas were the most advanced among the ancient American Indians. The ruins of cities built of stones have been obtained in Yucatan of Mexico. This civilization rose to its cultural height around 1700 years ago. The life of Mayas. The settlements of Mayas included huge ceremonial centers, and these have been called cities, but they were not inhabited by people. So, they had included huge ceremonial centers and have been called cities, but they were not inhabited by the people. These areas were utilized for religious ceremonies, markets, courts and city administration, centers, etc. People lived in villages around these areas except during the period of markets and religious celebrations. These ceremonial centers would be deserted at all times. In front of these, there used to be a mammoth stone pillars, of which a few were plain pillars. Depictions of God, priests, important leaders in administration, and hieroglyphic writings would be carved on these pillars. Such stone figures are called as steles. The largest among these approximately 35 feet high and weigh 65 tons. And there were temples on the top of the pyramids, and the people used to assemble in the courtyards and watch the rituals held in front of the temple. The ordinary Mayas lived in huts on the outskirts of the ceremonial centers. There used to be maize fields all around. The farmers grew maize and yam among others. The labors of innumerable peasants were utilized here to construct large structures. The noteworthy intellectual achievements of Mayas can be seen in their writings, astronomy, and their use of calendar. Their hieroglyphic writing is based on the ideographic symbols and sounds. There are around 850 characters, and meaning for most of these are not known. These hieroglyphic texts have been carved of stone memorial structures and on logs of wood. They were also written in books. All except 3 books were destroyed during the Spanish conquest. One of these are the Dresden Codex was used to predict the dates and eclipses. There is no evidence of use of metal among the Mayas. Even early 16th century, copper and gold were rare. During that period, copper and gold also were rare. They used tools made up of stone, bones, and wood. The gods pertaining to the maize crops were presiding deities of Mayas, and they treated rain, soil, wind, sun, moon, and the maize itself as their gods. Throughout their history, the Mayas practiced the human sacrifice on a limited scale. Next, the ancient people, that is the Aztecs. Texcoco is a lake in Mexico. The Aztecs built their city on an island in this lake. They are called as Texcoco, a name derived from their legendary ancestor Tenochtitlan. Their city was called Tenochtitlan. The city has also been called Mexica, and its inhabitants were also known by the same name. Their language was Nahua. Even today, people who speak Nahua in Mexico. Bearing the Incas of Peru, there has been no one in the New World who has had an empire like Aztec. It is the incredible story of the small wandering tribe that built and ruled an empire within the span of only 1 century. But its fall was equally rapid. Its rapid rise and fall have been recorded in its original in a oral literature and can be understood from the excavation too. So the Aztec oral literature has been translated by the Spanish historian and the social scientist. These have been called as Indian codices. When the Spanish army entered the Mexican Valley in 1519 CE, they spotted the beautiful city on the island of Inner Lake. The city was Tenochtitlan, the capital of Aztecs, which has grown to symbolize their wealth and power. The Aztecs were basically nomadic people. It is said that they came to Mexico around 13th century. They fought many times with a few tribes here and also served under them. Thus, they imbibed the culture of the Toltecs, Mayas, and Zapotecs. In 14th century, they took shelter on the island in a lake in Mexico and built a city, Tenochtitlan. Then they took new areas under their control and established an empire. The best of architectural and sculptural representations are found on their buildings. In spite of that, huge temples were decorated with carvings. They have recorded historical and religious events using symbols, numbers through hieroglyphic writings. They had learnt and used the calendar from Mayas. Their almanac gave the dates of festivals and also the list of gods influencing events periodically. Trade connected Tenochtitlan with far off places of the empire. Soldiers gave protection to the traders. Since there were no animals to carry loads, manual laborers were employed as a beast of burden to carry them. The king lived in a magnificent palace. The nobles and innumerable slaves were under him. There were beautiful gardens and zoos near the palace. Roads, bridges and canals led to the city. Provisions were made for drinking water too. The small islands around the island city has been converted into agricultural land. These were called as Chinampas. The farmers lived in the huts on the islands. The officials used to live in houses built of stone and burnt bricks. People were trained in the art of war to use spears and bow and arrow. The prisoners captured during the war would not be killed but kept in prison to be later sacrificed during the rituals. The Spaniards, being horrified by these ethics rites, ruthlessly destroyed the temples to uproot their old faiths. Thus, the glorious days of Aztecs were also their last days. The Aztecs were the worshippers of nature. They tried to please God in many ways. One of them was human sacrifice. It is believed that when the temple pyramid of Tenochtitlan was dedicated, around 20,000 prisoners were sacrificed. The Spanish army, which advanced under the leadership of Hernando Cortes in 1517 CE, is said to be cause its culture defeat too. Next, the ancient tribe, that is Inca. The Inca Empire, which flourished during 15th and 16th centuries, spread in the areas of Peru, Ecuador, Chile and Argentina. Other culture existed before Incas. The Inca Empire continued the old cultures. Since Incas did not know writing, not much known about their early life. They came and settled in the Peruvian Cuzco Valley around 11th century and gradually occupied the whole valley. Who occupied the whole valley? The Inca tribe. Information about their lives till the 15th century is voyage. Tupac was prominent leader of Incas. He fought the earlier tribes of Chimus and overpowered them. Over a period of time, his descendants worked to establish an empire, but in 1532, a Spanish army of only 200 men defeated the Incas. It murdered the Inca soldiers in a gruesome manner and took over the kingdom. The talent of Incas can be seen more in their organizational ability than in their artistic interest. The empire had been divided into 4 provinces. Chiefs looked after the provinces, above them the king. Officials and the priests can be seen to be powerful classes of the society, and the land was divided into 3 parts. One part was reserved for the families, other 2 parts were meant for sun god and the king respectively. The facility of giant granaries was made throughout the kingdom. At the time of calamities, food grains stored in these granaries and cloth would be provided to the people. For this reason, it was divided into 4 provinces. Every year, inspectors would visit the villages to enumerate people in every village and also to keep an account of food and animals. Majority of these people were farmers. Some were soldiers, where some others were artisans. Systematic planning was possible due to good communication facilities. The state had many narrow roads and 2 main roads. People were appointed to stand on the roads for passing on information speedily. So, roads were narrow and there was a good communication. The greatest contribution of the Incas can be seen in their huge stone building. Their architecture is spread throughout the empire. The most important buildings are Peru. Many palaces and temples have been found here, and the fort built by Tupic is also here. The palace of the islands in Lake Titicaca and Moon Temple are two famous buildings of the Incas. The Incas had developed new ways of making pots, cloth, and in working with metals. Creation of gold jewelry had progressed very well in parts of North Peru. The sun god was the most popular deity of the Incas. They believed that god Viracocha was responsible for all creation. According to them, the sun god was a link between the people and god Viracocha. This was the reason that there was a sun temple in all Inca centers. They worshipped objects of nature like the moon, the stars, and the lightning, and prayed to other natural phenomena. So this is how the people of the tribal of Inca tribe worshipped the god, the sun god, and the important deities of Inca. So this is all about the American civilization. Hope you have understood, children. Thank you.